Hey everyone, Crash from Crash Customs, Lake Havasu, Arizona. It's Sunday, and I hope this is going to be an easy one for my 1986 Chevy dually C30. New light bar for under the tailgate from OPT7. Let's install it, see how easy it goes. The package shipped. This ain't the company's fault. This is the shipper's fault, but this plastic tube ain't supposed to be bent. Ain't supposed to be bent. Hilarious thing is we keep the gates closed here all day, all week long. We keep the gates closed, right? So the delivery guys are out there. I got signs up saying honk for deliveries. He honked. I walked out there to get the package, and he didn't know I was at the truck, and he had this part on his knee and his hands on the end trying to straighten the tube like it didn't get damaged in shipping. I haven't opened it yet. We'll see. We'll see if the video continues and the light bar is fine inside or not. Let's do it. All right, I'm feeling lucky. How about you guys? Let's yeah, so the shipper had it like this, the delivery guy, like he was gonna straighten the tube and fix whatever's inside. That is hopefully not bent. I hope it's not bent because I really want to install this and knock it off my to-do list. Okay. I don't see pieces of it. It looks right. Looks right. No cracks. It's still straight. It ain't bent. It's just plastic, really. 3 rows of LEDs. Should be easy to install. Should be. Never want to jinx myself and say it will be, because then it won't be. Clips, mounting clips, and those stupid clamp wire things. Not going to be using those. It looks really nice. Definitely looks waterproof. Looks like the clear, like plastic. It's kind of soft. I wouldn't say rubber, but looks like they poured it right in over the LEDs and floated it. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but definitely looks waterproof. Super easy. Plug it into your trailer wire loom, and I believe this one wire gets hooked into your reverse lights, which is really good for me, and I'll show you why. We're a little packed in the shop right now. I have 1968 442 factory 4-speed car frame that I'm restoring for a customer. There are several build videos of that on our channel if you want to check that out. I gotta roll that out. I'm gonna have to do this with the doors open. It's still a little warm in Havasu right now, but there's like no room to work because this is a big hoist. This is like one of the biggest 4-post hoists I could get, and it's just not big enough for my dually. So we're up against the shop door right here. Roll things out, lift the door, and I'll show you what's going on the back side of the dually, and hopefully none of my custom stuff is going to matter with installing this light bar. I got several videos already on our channel in a folder for the 86 Chevy C30 shop truck dually. I did this back in '07, and I did put a light bar on it. Very old light bar. Last time I used it, it was blinking and flashing when it shouldn't be, and it's done. It's done. The technology now, the lights, the LEDs are way brighter, and this was just a running light and a brake light setup. And the new one has brake lights, parking lights, directionals, sequential directionals, and reverse lights. All right, when I did this back in '07, I installed these really super cool flush teardrop Hagen street rod taillight lenses. I made the dually fenders, the lights here factory are just parking lights, but I did wire these as brake lights and directionals. And the front amber is also parking light and directional. I wanted both of these as brake lights because obviously the factory brake light lens is huge, and I eliminated how huge the factory lens was. I still used the factory lights and harness, but these were just, they're obviously not as bright as the big huge round factory ones, right? So I got this on the road, and several people told me your taillights just aren't bright enough, right? So then I got this light bar, and it helped. And in '07 it was great, but like I said, technology and lighting has totally changed, and this is worn out. It's worn out. So I'm replacing it with the OPT7, which price point wise on Amazon was really good, I think, because there were definitely light bars that were way more expensive, but I don't think they're any brighter. We're gonna hook it up, find out, and hopefully my roll pan, when I put that in, clearance wise to the bottom of the tailgate compared to factory, is not going to affect the 3 rows of lighting. That wouldn't be their fault. They weren't building them for custom trucks. They were building them for factory trucks with factory bumpers and factory taillights. So let's see if I'm lucky. I'm gonna unscrew this, unplug the harness, and clean things up. She's mounted. And here's a tip. Measure the LED part of the bar when you center it, not the whole bar, because right there, 1.5 inches edge of the bar to the lights. And here it's 2 1/4 edge of the bar to the lights. So if you like your stuff centered and you want it to light up even, edge to edge, edge to edge, don't measure the overall length of the light bar, because here to here is not as great as this here to here. Measure the LEDs, right? And it'll be beautifully centered. We're so close to lighting this up. Oh man. With the previous light bar, when that was installed, I made this oval opening right there, which was super easy to get these wires through, right? It's super big, totally big enough for this. The I don't know what you want to call this, the brain, the power box, whatever, of the old one was pretty wide. That's why that oval opening is so wide. This is not stock. So if you got a stock C10, C20, C30, that oval is not going to be there. And if you have bumpers, it really don't matter, because you'll probably just slide it down behind the bumper. But if you got a roll pan on yours, you're going to have to put an opening in there big enough to get this harness through, because you don't want it on the outside of your roll pan. That wouldn't look good. Taped on, mounted, temporarily hooked up. I just want to make sure everything works before I go any further. Let's hit the key. Let's see, parking lights. Don't really need to turn the key on for parking lights, but oh, it's lit. Not all that bright. Let's try reverse. Ooh, man, I hope the brake on the red is as bright as the reverse. I don't know if that's showing up, but that's lit. And considering I had no reverse lights before, that should be awesome. What about directional? Directional. No directional. That is dang. Hazard. Okay. Hazard. Blinking. Blinking. Nothing there. Well, that is disappointing. Oh, one hazard. I bet you can't even tell because I got the sun behind me now. All right, well, I guess it ain't gonna be that easy. I figured that out. I fired it up, thought maybe I'd give it more juice. The hazard is working. So, if the hazards are working, why won't directional. Left directional. Okay, it's working. Oh, no. It's tripping out. The parking light is blinking opposite of the directional. And now it's stopped. Come on now. This is supposed to be easy. Right directional. Oh, the brake light is blinking. Well, I guess this isn't going to get finished today. I need to do some research on it. Maybe there was like a subcategory and a peripheral like backup power source or auxiliary storage source maybe to help power this on an old school. I don't know. Should put that in the ad if that was the case. Maybe I do have everything is plugged in, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like any of this should be directional, but I mean, why would some of it work and not all of it? But well, that was dramatic. I thought on it, I figured it out. It took me a little bit of time to figure it out, but I figured it out. We actually backed up my buddy's new Chevy truck. And when I say new, I mean it's computerized and does not have a carburetor. I'm not sure what year it is, but we backed it up, and the loom was long enough. I was able to hook it up to his truck, and the light bar worked perfectly fine. So the end result is I needed to switch out the flasher relay right here with a LED compatible relay, and that solved the problem. Let me show you. Let me turn the directionals on. Blinking there, right? Yeah. See that? Other side. She's lit. She's lit. So now the next thing is put the tailgate on and see if there's a big enough gap here that this is visible with the tailgate on, because there's obviously a custom roll pan on here, and I'm not sure how tight that was. I don't remember. Tailgate's on. I'm happy. Look at this. I'm happy. It clears. Totally visible. All three lines of LEDs. Gap did not change with the roll pan. So if you're wondering, it works with a roll pan. That's a metal roll pan weld on, not a fiberglass one that bolts on. So if you got a custom C10 with a roll pan, that light bar will work. I'm super stoked. There we go. Right directional, left directional. Nice, sequential. Then you're gonna drop it down in reverse. Woo! That's bright. That's parking light. Brake light. Nice. That's bright. I like that. Reverse light. Super bright. Back to brake light, off. There's hazards. Brake light again. first go around with the lights, that was during the day. In the afternoon, side of the building that it's on is shaded, but the sun was out, plus all the shop lights. The other time, obviously, was at night with the shop lights on, but the outside parking lot, all the lights were off. I'm really happy with the light bar. It's doing everything I wanted to do. Brighter brake lights, directionals, and I have reverse lights now that are wicked bright. Once I figured out the flasher, the LED flasher needed to be installed as opposed to the stock non-LED flasher in an old school. Square bodies are old school now. I'm stoked. So check them out. OPT7 lighting. I got mine off of Amazon. It was affordable and super easy to install. Let me know what you guys think about the LED light bar on the pickup trucks. Maybe you got one already and you're super stoked about it. I'm stoked about mine, especially with what I had before. Bright reverse lights and brake lights on my custom tail lights, and I didn't even have reverse lights before. But also think about this. You got an old station wagon. What about putting it underneath the tailgate of that? Suburbans, Broncos, more than just pickup trucks. You could easily make a 90-degree bracket and mount it tucked up underneath even older vehicles that have like rolled pans. Like, I don't know, the ideas are endless, really, I think. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll keep bringing you more weekly content of the projects that are going on in the shop. Thanks.